So good evening folks and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to do an overview of Ghost Rider issue 26 from 1992. It was released originally by Marvel Comics. The title of the story is known as Blood Feud. I probably butchered the word, but I digress. It was released by Marvel Comics, like I already said, in 1992. For those of you who don't know how I do these types of videos, I usually go through, let's say, an indie comic or American comic, European comic, manga or webcomic from, let's say, could be from 2011 till current day, or let's say the previous century, like the 60s till 2011. And this issue falls straight into the 90s, so I thought it was a good follow-up after Biker Mice from Mars. And how I do these types of videos, I usually go to who the team is, writer, pencils, inker, colors, and letters and editors, including the covers. I give a quick synopsis, and in the case of a full-on review, I do, let's say, a quick breakdown of the entire issue. But in this case, it won't be unnecessary background information because I'll tell you why. We're going to the good, bad, and the ugly, so plus and minus, where you put all the good points against the bad points. After that, we'll follow up with a final verdict that goes from, let's say, 10 out of 100, that's 1 out of 10, till 100 out of 100, that's 10 out of 10. So pretty old school rating. Of course, there might be some things that you might disagree with me about. If that's the case, no problem, totally fine. But let's try to keep it civil, you know. My goal of these types of videos is similar to Captain Frugal and Howard the Mouse, etc., is to bring back the more simpler times, the old school times, as they call it, where you could discuss whether comics good or not, is there a good cover, which character could be who, is the interior art good. That's the discussion that I want to have, and whether there's a good balance between writing and art. But that's not all. I'll also be using the League of Comics Geeks to give you the opinions and ratings of other people who read it. And of course, my lacquer box notebook in Japanese style will make an entrance once again. So grab a cup of tea and some snacks and let's get into the video. So Ghost Rider 26. It was released in June 1992. The title of the story is known as Blood Feud. The team is I could show you here, but show you the page, but I think I'll just read from my notebook as well. The writing is done by Howard Mackey, pencils Ron Wagner, Mike Witherby is the inker, the colors are Gregory White, letters Jens Chang, and the editors is Bobby Chase. The editor-in-chief is Tom DeFalco. And the cover is done by Jim Lee and Scott Williams, which produced some mixed results. Let me tell you that. And the synopsis, well, Mardi Gras, that's some kind of festival in New Orleans in the French Quarter, is taking place. And a guy named Julian kills a member of the LeBeau clan of the Thieves Guild. Ghost Rider was in the aftermath of his confrontation with Blackout that left his host, Danny Ketch, mortally wounded, and he's losing life force as time goes by. And meanwhile, the X-Men fight past police. Ghost Rider finds Julian, killing 2 members of the Thieves Guild. Of course, he fights him. And is taken to a church of by the Assassin Guild that has been taken over by the Brood Queen. For those of you who don't know who the Brood is, it's kind of an alien race that takes over people's bodies. Not entirely xenomorph, but something in that trend. Could be xenomorph light. And X-Men, they break into the hideout of the church, and they see Ghost Rider being infected by the Brood, so by the alien queen, or at least one of her underlings. And that's about it. And get straight to the good, bad, and ugly then. Well, the interior art is good. I give you that. There's the only redeeming part about this issue. As you can see here, interesting interiors. Some fighting the, but yeah, this is where the problems start already. And yeah, a lot of good ideas in this crossover, but yeah, the writing is hit or now we get to, and the assassin's taking over by the alien species is smart, but yeah, unfortunately that's the only good thing I could say about it, because yeah, the cover just doesn't do Ghost Rider justice in my opinion. At least the noble kill Danny Ketch Ghost Rider, because I know he's been taken over by an alien, but yeah, this just looks awful. I mean, the X-Men look nice, but this just looks awful. Yeah, I don't even like the anatomy. I'm terrible with words today, and yeah, artists try to make things too complicated for people who should have just done his job. Also, the writing is hit or miss, plus inconsistent, and the X-Men are acting more like villains than, let's say, heroes, completely out of character in some cases. And my question is, what's also the plot hole is, where did the brood come from? How did the Queen find its way to Earth? They should have built more on that, like one of the guys on the League of Comics Geeks already said. I liked it at first, but yeah, once you start to think about, let it land, you find out that a lot of things just don't make sense. Well, this is not the fault of the writer per se, but it's more like the whole team and the direction that Jim Lee wanted to take it. And I do blame the rest of the team, not the writer. Howard Mackie is not at fault here. That they should have kept Jim Lee as far away from the writer seat as possible, because this is just this story it's just it's just a hamster wheel of nonsense. I don't know how to explain it, and they should have told them to focus on the cover, and if you pull and this is not up to standards, just give him the boot. But that's my opinion. Should give him Jim Lee the boot the moment he tried to sit in the writer's seat, because and the other thing is, why do I need to read X-Men, let's say, I looked up, X-Men issue 8 or 9 to get the whole story? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. I'm just getting a hamster wheel of ideas that go nowhere. Interior art aside. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I don't like American comics, when they start to do, split things of the story into, buying you separate issues. It's like, I buy a game on Nintendo Switch, and then I need to pay, or the Switch too, and then I need to, pay extra for a button, to use a button for, online play. It just doesn't make sense. But that brings me to the final verdict. I won't rate it as low as some of the worst review on the League of Comics Geeks, but I won't rate it as high as some of the people praising it to the heavens. So for me, the League gave it, was pretty positive for some reason, 112 ratings with 4 on average, which is very positive. I scored a 60 out of 100. I mean, not as low as the worst review. The interior saved it, but it's just too inconsistent to give it a 5-star review for an incomplete story. But 27 kind of redeemed it, but still. I'll save it for the other video. And that's about it. This is, it's like they were making a Danny Ketch torture, you know what, porn. It just wasn't good. So if you'd like to see me make more videos like this and see a webcomic that is actually good, that has put effort into it, done by 2 hardworking chaps. Their War issue 1 and 2, soon 3 are now available on Global Comics. And you can get the print PDFs or go to Gumroad. And the only reason why I bought this was pure for inspiration purposes. And that's it. Anyways, talk to you guys later. have a wonderful weekend. Spend some time with your family. Go outside, touch some grass, exercise, things like that. Because I kind of need some time off the internet after reading this, because this was just bad, through and through. I probably just give it away or something. Ja, matane.